I only go to 3 websites.
Bitch.
One is it's Pornhub, Gmail, and then the other one's debatable.
YouPorn. And it's Pornhub, Gmail, and the other one's YouPorn.
The other one, I mean, it's like maybe a Deadline Hollywood to find out stuff about, like, I don't know.
Your adversaries?
Goodbye.
Of my adversaries.
You go to, wait, what were the 3? Gmail?
Pornhub?
YouPorn. Yeah.
I don't go to YouPorn. I'm pretty Pornhub loyal.
You know what's crazy? Go to YouPorn every once in a while. It's got a different vibe. The videos have a different kind of thing that might catch you off guard. I go there probably once a month to just check it out, and I go, whoa, this is...
Shake things up.
Whoa, this is a different interface.
It's a little shittier. It's a little kind of grimier if you're like looking for a less polished thing every once in a while.
This is YouPorn. You know what I don't like about that, though, is if somebody is using any of your devices and they put, Y into the search bar looking for YouTube, and you go to YouPorn more than YouTube, that's going to be the first thing that pops up.
Hey, so you have to have a special computer. As a dad, you have to have a special computer.
Yeah.
With that, it's like you put like black tape on it or something. You're like, that's just daddy's computer. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Don't touch the one with the giant X on it. Drop it. I guess any sticker would work.
Remember the Austrian guy who had like the 18 doors down to the dungeon where he kept his
the one that looked exactly like you as an old man.
Exactly. That's where I keep the porno computer, just behind 18 doors.
Yeah, I have a little hidden compartment right behind my.
No, you said
my tile.
You said department.
I have a whole department store of porno
of just underwear on racks that you like squeeze when you jizz.
It's like a Macy's.
A buddy of mine's dad had a computer in the garage.
It's Adam. I already know it's Adam.
It's a bagel.
A buddy of mine's dad. Yeah.
Yeah, his dad when we were kids. And I remember in Blake's favorite decade, the 90s, and I always was like, what a weird place to put a computer. I was like,
garage?
Yeah.
In the garage. It seems like a strange, and now I understand why it was there. That really just dawned on me within this conversation that he was going to the garage because that was his porno computer that the children were not allowed to touch.
Yeah, some guys work on cars and some guys... work on their
lube something else.
Lube the pipe.
Jiffy Lube.
What's funny, Adam, is I was ready to come to this guy's defense. And I'm like, yeah, he for sure just didn't work at home. And then I was like, yeah, but he's beating off in there.
For sure he is. Because he didn't work at home. He had a job. He left.
He put in some hours though.
Yeah, he's putting in some.
He's punching in
work in the Metaverse.
I was so hyped on the bros that would get busted on Zoom calls, like beating off, and they thought they were on camera.
That
I was
one
so
guy,
hyped on those dudes.
I thought that one guy tubing or whatever. Like, I didn't realize the intricacies of like. They were on a Zoom call, and then they're like, "Hey guys, let's take a 5-minute break." And everyone broke off. Some people didn't. He thought he did, and then just started beating off. And then they were like, "Hey, Tubin." By the way, we're like 7 months late on this. This poor guy is just like, we just started. But anyway, he didn't realize he was on.
So who was he? Sorry, who was he?
He works for like the New York Times, I think.
Oh, okay. So he was a reporter.
Winning.
Like a journalist, right?
Oh, okay.
And didn't realize he was still on Zoom, and they were like, "Jeffrey," and he was like, "Oh fuck!" So then
and his headset wasn't on, so he's just double fisted.
Oh, just going furious! Like, by the way, apparently
trying to bang one out. He's only got 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Your boobs are huge.
he immediately called people and apologized and was like, "Oh my god, so sorry." Doesn't matter. But the headlines made it seem like...
You got to double down. You're out the door.
The headlines made it seem like this dude was just like on the down low, like, what? I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, totally. Just a lot of shoulder movement.
Yeah.
Did I do that?
I know. That sucks that we live in a world that when you think you're on a 5-minute break, you can't
stroke break?
You can't crank down.
Yeah, what the hell?
Have we talked about how we had people call their parents and ask parents who were bosses? Back to the Workaholics writers' room. We were doing an episode. We were talking about instead of a smoke break, can you take a stroke break to go beat off if you're like you just need to, right? You got to just sometimes.
And now I feel like it has you have a leg to stand on, saying like emotional health.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
ejaculating right now would emotionally make me feel better, relieve stress.
Yeah.
Right. And so we had people whose fathers had people who worked for them. And there were no mothers, but so we had Kyle called his dad and was like, "What are you fucking talking about? Like, you did it on your own time."
Kyle's
And
daddy
then
me
he
yelled
betrayed
at
us.
him.
But our writer's assistant, he'll go nameless for now because I don't know if he wants this out there, but he's
This
a good
was
man.
in the writer's room where we were calling everybody's
He's a
dads.
good man.
Yeah. Sure.
And he's Tony Goodman. And he called his dad, who's a lawyer and has a firm. And the dad was like, absolutely not, like legal jargon. And we were like, whoa, your dad sounds hella smart and like a boss.
And
but
it was using really big words. We were all really impressed.
But then he called back and was like, look, I don't know, maybe.
He had time to think about it, cool down a little bit.
And I don't know, if you guys, I guess I wouldn't give a fuck. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I guess there needs to be. I feel like if we ever get offices again together,
it's never gonna happen.
Probably never will happen again. Because we're all always in different places. But I feel like we should just have a room and for either sex to go in, and if they want to crank down.
No, because I don't want to go in the room you went in.
Why not?
Why? It's a jerk. It's just you've been in many rooms I've jerked off.
Yeah,
have you ever been in my house?
I don't doubt that. What I'm saying is, when you bust, there's got to be particles. As we learn about coronavirus, there's got to be like jizz particles that hang in the air for upwards of days.
Okay.
Really?
There's got to be.
science.
You think
If I know my guy, there is.
Yeah. I jizz glitter, and you can't get it off.
You're like a brownie?
It's everywhere. Yeah.
You kind of dust the place? Because they do say, like, wasn't the whole thing like when you smell farts, you're actually getting like poo particles into your nose or something?
Yes.
What?
But that's not exactly what it is. But I'm sure that there's some remnants.
Yeah,
You're
right?
getting gas, but like, there's for sure that one particle that was like there to attack your nose.
Like true poo.
True poo, yes.
True poo. Yeah, so that makes sense.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I always heard. Like, that's what the smell of farts was just like small particles of poo hitting your nose.
No, it's methane or whatever. Like, it's actual gas.
Okay, well, that's way grosser to me than
jizz?
you guys being covered in my jizz.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair enough.
Just particles.
Covered, yeah.
Just particles.
Bukkake me.
Yeah.
Remember when I didn't know? Well, you guys, it was just way back in the day, and you guys were talking about bukkake, and
Constantly. Just let me get this out there. Almost always. Go ahead.
No, you guys. I was trying to talk about it. This is how it went. I was trying to talk about it about something, and I said bukkake.
Yeah, you didn't know how to pronounce it. You had only read the word in your head. You had never heard it pronounced aloud.
I'd never heard it aloud. So how I read it was bukkake.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the Midwestern in you. You just you look at it, you read it phonetical Englishly.
Yeah,
you don't know that there's a up and a down in there.
A little birthday bukkake. It's delish.
Bukkake.
It's delicious, baby.
Birthday.
Bukkake.
So,
what's up with that? Like,
oh, dude, what is up with that?
I was going to loop back around to Blake going in the metaverse.
Okay, I was going to try and get 20 minutes out of bukkake, but yeah, metaverse, all right.
Dude, let's
20 to 40 on bukkake.
Would you, Blake? All right. Would you then, since we're talking bukkake, bukkake,
yeah, hot,
we're talking bukkake.
Bukkake.
Would you, if you're in the metaverse, right, and you're wandering around the verse, and you stumble into some weird room, and a bukkake was about to go down or was happening, would you participate in this metaverse bukkake? And would then it be like a bunch of avatars, like jerking off on like another avatar?
Here's my thing. If it's the metaverse, I'll do like, remember like the Houston 500? I'll do a Blake 500. You could virtually line up and just blaze the hell out of you.
But you don't want to witness that. I mean, think about like Two Girls, One Cup. Like, just watching that, it was like enough to make you go, this is my thing.
But this isn't real.
For us to make a video about it and end up watching it like 200 times.
To me, this isn't real, so it's like we can actually get away with it'll probably get really even more weird in the metaverse. But that's
the whole thing, is that like, what is real? Reality. Perception is reality, or reality is perception. Like, eventually, it's going to feel as real as whatever, as me right behind you right now.
Smoke weed every day.
Got him. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually you're going to be putting on that suit or whatever, and it's going to be trill.